You're still lingering like the old cologne that you wore. I still see your face in the empty frame by the door.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me. My name is Renata, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you 25 free cozy fall sewing patterns. I know that typically I don't go out searching for free patterns, but I thought, you know what, why not? Why not try and see if I can find free patterns that are super cozy for the fall season. We're moving into a new period of the year. Why not? I spend a lot of money buying patterns and on magazine subscriptions. Can there actually be some really cool patterns that I like out there? I have seen some in the past, so I know some of the names. I've been to Mood, but I don't typically go out and search for them. However, for this video I did. I just wanted to have something journaled for those of you that are looking for cozy patterns for fall. So if you want to kickstart your fall wardrobe and you don't want to buy any patterns, please meet me in the next section and I will share with you 25 patterns in no particular order. Well, that was a lie to begin with. There is a particular order because the first 9 patterns are from Mood. So there's kind of an order, but there's like no, oh, this one is my number one pick, or this one is the best out of all. I'm just sharing with you more or less. I categorize them by company or blog. So these first 9 are from Mood fabric. I have used Mood patterns in the past. I haven't had really any negative issue with the patterns, and so far I have always followed their instructions pretty well, and I mean I didn't have any problems. I'm the sort of person that I sew so often that if I hit a roadblock, my mind just automatically comes up with a solution and I go with it and I don't look back. Like I never look back to the step that kind of, you know, put a full stop in my in my mojo while I'm sewing. I just like figure it out and I move forward. So I'm not the best scale to say, ooh, I'm going to listen to Renata because she hit this roadblock, because most of the times I can easily see it three-dimensionally in my mind and I work with patterns that way as well as the instructions. With all that said, the patterns are pretty much to size. Like I made a size 12 in my last Mood pattern and that worked really well for me, and then the last time I made a size 10 in one of their knitted fabric and that really worked well. So basically if something is super fitted I just go down a size, and if it's more loose I just stick with my regular size, and always the finish garment measurements if it's available. So the first pattern I have here from Mood is the Felicia. This is a mock turtleneck. It's really simple and it's a quick make. There's nothing fancy here, just a few, you know, straight stitches. You got the shoulders to add in there and you're done. Oh, and yeah, you have the mock collar to attach. But very simple, super cozy, something that you can wear as a layering base, something you can wear with jackets, with waistcoats, or with jackets. Just a really cool piece to add into your fall wardrobe, as well as building your wardrobe for this season. It's great to create some color variations, so like black and grays, whites, deep maroons, even I wouldn't say pumpkin color, I would say more like rust. Those colors in turtlenecks or any of the future turtleneck sort of patterns that I will share in this video, those are the colors that I am thinking about for this sort of silhouette. The next pattern here, and here is the line art, is the Bixa. So the Bixa pattern, as you guys can see from this model version, the sleeves seem to have sort of a bell effect. However, when I found the line art, there is an A and a B, and they just look like, one looks like kind of like a balloon sleeve with a cuff, and then one's just like a straighter sleeve with a cuff. But all in all, these are perfect for knit fabric and cozy fabrics. So think of like, plush fabric, right? Is there plush fabric? Or am I thinking like teddy fabric, velvet, jerseys, knits? I think those would look really nice in this pattern. Let's move on to the next pattern from Mood. This one is the Willow cardigan. I actually really like this cardigan. I think it has a beautiful silhouette. It's really pretty. The sleeve, as you can see on the line art there, it's really billowing, and they have that cuff there, so you get that fullness in the sleeve, which is super cool. So if you are cold, you can pull it up and it's going to stay by your elbow. I think that should be in reverse. If you're warm and you want to cool your body down, you can pull it up to your elbow. But if you're really cold, just pull it down and then kind of have your hands like tucked into that cuff. That will definitely be how I would wear it, because I'm going to head over to Wisconsin for Christmas this year, and you guys know how cold it gets over there. If I make this pattern or any sort of cardigan, that's what I'll be doing. Next up, we have the Aspen Ensemble from Mood. So this one, I don't know if I would classify it as cozy. I feel like the colors of the modeled version here pretty much just kind of sprang fall into my brains when I saw it. I was like, those colors look so fall-like. I'm gonna stick it in. So this for me is more like a smart fall outfit for work. They used viscose to make the top, so anything that's woven but has a really nice hand and a nice flow would be ideal. And then the skirt is just a skirt weight, so something that isn't too soft or flowy for this pencil style skirt. And then you have an amazing outfit for the beginning of fall. You know, it's got a longer sleeve, and I think it would look really nice with some tights and maybe a bootie. So that's what I would do for that one. Now we're moving into another simple sort of tee, and I have the lavender tee here. And what I like about this is that it's so basic. You can make multiple of this really quick, and they're so easy for just layering or being cozy and comfortable. You know, just have a new pair of tee for this season that you can wear under your jackets. I also have some hoodies. So the boxwood hoodie from Mood is super cute. I think it has kind of like a crop length. It just doesn't seem long to me. Like normally for me, a nice length of a hoodie would be like 23 inches, because from my shoulder to just brushing past the top of my hips is about 23 inches, and this just looks a tad bit shorter. So if you're not comfortable with that sort of slightly cropped sweatshirt hoodie thing, you might want to extend it if you're going to try this pattern. Overall, I like the shape and the design of this, and I like the pocket as well. And of course, it's oversized because these are fall pieces. You want to layer during the fall because sometimes it's super cold in the morning, and then later in the day it gets warm. And if you're only wearing one thing, then you are trapped and you're in trouble. So layering is key. Let's move on to the next hoodie. So this hoodie is called the Hydra dress. And I know it's like a dress, but for me, when I first looked at this, I was like, that's a hoodie. But then it said dress. I'm like, oh, well, I guess if it just hits over your knees. And basically, this one has a band at the hem. So that adds a little structure and a little billow on the skirt portion of this hooded pattern. So it's super cozy. Now this is really cozy, nice for fall, just to keep you warm and just feel so snuggled up. I really like this pattern. Next up is the Sylvan tank dress. Now, looking at this dress, you will be like, are we really going to be wearing this for fall? But just think about heavier weight knit fabric and look at version C, because I am considering version C for a really nice chocolatey knit fabric or a rib knit fabric. You can also add a sleeve to this. I believe any of the previous hoodie sleeves you might be able to attach to this, because although this pattern comes with a, oh, it doesn't come with an X back. I thought it came with a eraser back. Even better yet, now you will just need to attach a sleeve to this if you wanted to. I don't foresee it being super difficult to do, but like me, I play around with my patterns to see what works well. I don't see any issue. I think if you wanted to add sleeves to this pattern, you could. But when I first saw this pattern, what I thought about was, like I was saying earlier, that sort of chocolate ribbed knit long dress for fall. That keeps you warm, especially if you have a denim jacket and you have a scarf and you're wearing booties with leggings. You are pretty toasty, and you're also in a position where you can take your jacket off if you feel you're super hot. So that covers it there. That's a winner pattern. I also have my final mood pattern to share with you. This one is a design that I am not sure about. I don't know if the silhouette really works for me, but I would like to try it. And it is the Savannah shacket. I have seen a lot of people make shackets and they look super cool, but I feel like my style is so feminine. I mean, especially now, it's been a while since I've done like crazy edgy style. I'm just like so much more like in a feminine romantic era, or I don't know how to say it. That's pretty much where all my clothing has always been for the last 4 or 5 years. I do wear jeans. I gravitate towards wearing dress. Like this is the third time this week I'm wearing this dress because I love it so much. However, the shacket I think is super cool. It's a really nice design. It has a really nice shape. The sleeve is pretty cool as well because it doesn't have like a full cuff. It's more like a little band. And I also like the pocket details on this one as well. So let me know your thoughts. Do you think I would look pretty cool in a shacket? I just don't know. Alright, so we're done with mood. Those were the 9 patterns that I thought worked really well for the fall season, but these are cozy. So there may be other patterns on mood that you're like, why didn't Renata add these? I just didn't think they were cozy. They were probably fall appropriate, but they weren't like those cozy pieces that just make you want to sit down in front of TV, watch movies, and eat popcorn or just be really comfortable when you're out and about doing an errand. Okay, so let's move on to the next section. Peppermint Magazine. Now, Peppermint Magazine, they have a smaller pattern collection, but I have to say that they are really well thought out pattern. Their photos are always on point. Their instructions are great. The designers that they work with to create these patterns are amazing, and they are just so well designed and thought through. Now, their most recent pattern, don't get scared or be like freaked out when you go to the website and you're like, oh, there's prices on these. Well, this one is a pay as much as you can or $0. So you can get this pattern for free, or you can pay $2, $5, $15, I think that's how high it goes, for the West End jacket. Now this one has more of I think this is more like a Peter Pan color, if I'm not mistaken, for this jacket. And it does seem really simple. You don't have to do a lot with the pockets. They're just like patch pockets, and I think it's a really quick make for a jacket. What do you guys think? It's new. I haven't delved into all of it yet. I did purchase mine because I just felt the need to. I didn't see any reason not to, and I just like it. I think it turned out really, really well, this design. I've never thought of myself as, you know, that sort of shacket jacket kind of person, but I might try it. I might try it real soon. I don't know, maybe. Okay, the next pattern from Peppermint, which is super, super cozy, and it just spells like fall days and warm, like teas and hot chocolate and ice cream. Not ice cream, but like marshmallows and just warm, cozy days. It's this one. This slouchy cardi is so beautiful. It just has this ready to wear feel. I like it. I love the color that they chose for this one, but I feel like I wouldn't mind seeing this in white. I know white gets dirty really fast, but it also brightens up your day. Another color that would look really good in this is more of a charcoal color, or that sort of caramel color. The caramel color would definitely make this thing last long and go the longevity in your wardrobe, as well as mixing and matching with other pieces. So I think caramel would be the winning color for this cardigan, and I love that kind of curved hemline on this, and it also has pocket. So this is another winner. Now, the last two patterns from Peppermint are more like round neck, scoop neck. This first one is the jersey dress. I really like how it's oversized and it's cozy and comfy. This would definitely be like a fall lounge wear sort of piece. So in the afternoon, probably after you work out and you're like, I'm not leaving the house anymore, this is a piece that I would wear at home and just chill and feel cozy and comfortable on the couch. It's long enough and it's wide enough that you can tuck your feet under it while you're sitting on the couch. And if for some reason I had to go out, you can just grab a nice thick belt and put that on, and it changes the whole look of this outfit. The next pattern we have is a scoop neck tee from Peppermint. Really simple, beautiful line, not a lot of thought for, oh my gosh, this is going to be stressful, I'm working with knits or anything like that. It's a really simple top and it's really nice for layering. I know that it may seem like there's a little overlap with some of the patterns that I'm sharing, but bear in mind, each of these are from different pattern companies and they have different instructions. They also have different ways and techniques of designing their patterns, so they may fit differently, as well as they may have different instructions on how to put your pieces together. I always find that interesting, and sometimes that's kind of why I buy different patterns, because the instructions are different and they might have a shortcut that the other pattern doesn't, or the fit might be different even though it looks to be a similar silhouette. So just in case you're wondering why there are some that may actually look similar to previous in this video. Next up, we are looking at St. Clair patterns. Now, I have this pattern. This is the Harper cardigan. It has been out for a while and a lot of people were talking about it, and I think I downloaded it about a year ago. Yes, haven't made it yet, but it's really a nice design and it's got really cool pockets. It comes with two versions, so there's like a cropped version and then there is a longer version which kind of just hits you by your thighs. So really nice there, no buttons or anything like that, so if you need a quick sew, this one is for you. Okay, so the next pattern is from Fabric Stores. I had no idea this company existed. The only reason I found out about this one was during the month of March, the challenge by Frugalissima and Ruan, their challenge I found out about fabricstores.com from Teresa because she was taking part in the challenge as well, and I went over and I checked out her video, and she was talking about the patterns that she had on her list, and she really wanted to try this Solan jumpsuit from Fabric Stores, and I'm like, who is Fabric Store? Like, what is this place? Anyways, so I went on and I found this really cool jacket. It's called the Paola workwear jacket, and it is definitely that, but it can totally work for fall, because if you are outside and you're gardening, or if you have to work outside like you're doing pottery or anything like that, this jacket is amazing. And also you can switch the fabric up and do something more like a teddy fabric for this pattern, and it will look awesome. I think it's really cool. I like the 4 pockets. I think it's definitely a good layering piece if you have to be outside and you're working. It's designed for really tough fabric, so I would say if you are outdoorsy and you have to get out there working on projects outside, this is one to make. It has enough pockets to just store everything and have it nice and tucked away. Next up, we have the Monroe turtleneck by Tusuti Shop. I almost said Tusuti Fabric. Is it Tusuti Fabric? I can't remember. Anyway, I know that this pattern has been out for a while, so a lot of you may be familiar with it, but if you're not, then I have the link down in the description for you. I think that this is a really nice, easy sort of turtleneck to start sewing. It's not too fitted, it's pretty boxy, and it's got a really nice drop shoulder like the previous one, but I do feel like this is more of like a roll neck, just because it looks like there's more like roll on that turtleneck. So let me know your thoughts down below if that's what you think. Now, the next pattern I have here is from Gresta Patterns. I thought that this was such a funky pattern. It's a jacket. It's a number 741. It's designed for an insulated fabric, but I think that you can take this and use something more cozy like that teddy fabric. Even like flannel would look really nice with this, and I think it's a good pattern for the fall season, along with Hoot barking in the background. Okay, so the next pattern is the Vera sweater from Forget Me Not. I love this one. I think that this is definitely a winner. If for some reason you have no idea which pattern to pick, I would recommend this one because I think it is such a beautiful design. I cannot believe that it's free, but I really like it, and the instructions on point and amazing. So there are 3 sleeve option for this. As you guys can see, there's a really taller sort of cuff, then there is just a banded hem, and then the opened sort of free flowing sleeve. The neckline also has a scoop neck variation. That is an addition that you can purchase. It's an expansion to this free pattern, but overall I really love this. I think you can make multiple of this and have a wonderful beginner fall wardrobe. It's so beautiful and definitely a winner in my book. Now let's move into the free pattern section that I'm calling Mom's Blog because these patterns are from mom bloggers that I've found, and they're free patterns, but they're pretty darn awesome. So the first one is from It's Always Autumn's blog. We have this raglan sweatshirt pattern. I really like this one. It has to be the fabric she used for it. It's so bright and just, I don't know, I love it. I love that sort of dark floral for fall, and I think it's really a nice pattern. You can download this off of the website, and they have pretty decent instructions. I didn't go into it very deeply, but from what I see, the description and the instructions look pretty good. So as you can see on this one, it's got a very thin banded neckline. There is a cuff portion and a banded hem on this. And the next pattern she has on the website is the slouchy sweatshirt. This one is super comfy. As you can see, it's sort of slim but not too slim, so you're getting enough of a demand shaping on your body but not too much. And the banded hem on this sweatshirt really makes it nice, so it's not like, oh, it's kind of loose and it's just hanging all over there, but it really pulls it together nicely. And I always love banded hem because it makes finishing up your sweaters really easy and fast, and mentally it makes me think like, oh my gosh, I'm winning. I don't have to do a hem, like I don't have to stitch the end of a sleeve. So that's from It's Always Autumn's blog. The next pattern I have is from Me So Crazy blog, and I love this DIY cardigan. It looks so sophisticated. It looks very clean, sleek, beautiful. It's kind of like a cardigan kind of duster thing. The color she used is beautiful, but I think if you warm this up with some grays, or like a heather gray would look really amazing in this, or if you use like a green or a maroon, that would look really awesome in this. So it says DIY, and basically you're going to take like a t-shirt of your own, and step by step she's showing you how to create this. The illustration for the pattern constructions are really helpful, and the instructions for putting everything together is as well, because I read through this blog and I thought that it was like on point. So definitely go check out Me So Crazy blog for that one. She also have a cowl neck pattern, and I thought that this was really cool because it's just like a funnel neck. It's super big. It's nice because sometimes when that wind hits you, especially if you live somewhere cold, this is where you really want to keep warm, especially the back of your neck. You want that to be covered because sometimes the wind come in and it's so sharp, it just gets you like this. So a hoodie like this or a cowl neck would work amazing, and this pattern looks really cozy and she looks really comfy in it. So I think if you guys find awesome fabrics, great coloring, you can make multiple views of this and have an amazing wardrobe for the fall season. The next mom blog I found is Life So Savory blog, and I have this raglan sweatshirt. It is super cool because you're not seeing it in the photos that I have here, but it's got sort of a bat wing, like a bat sleeve, so there's a lot of space going on here, so it's super cozy, and you can definitely wear something under it, layering nicely, or wearing something over it. But usually cozy means like pieces that I can just like snuggle in, and I really like the fullness of this pattern. So check out that pattern from Life So Savory. And I have to say, I did not spend a lot of time researching bottoms for fall. I just didn't I didn't look for free patterns. However, on Life So Savory, she does have a jogger pattern. Here it is. It's really more of a slim fit, relaxed fit. It's not too skin fitting, and it has pockets. It's got a nice wide waistband. So I think that if you aren't too sure about purchasing any sort of sweatshirt jogging patterns, this might be an option for you to try out to see, you know, how comfortable you are working with bottoms and following those instructions before you put out any cash to purchase a pattern. Now, I buy patterns all the time. You guys know this. I'm just saying, sometimes, you know, you just want to save a little bit for other things. Okay, so the last pattern I have here, actually I have two, but I'm going to tell you something about the very last one. So this pattern from So Much Ado, it is a raglan cowl neck hoodie. So the previous one was more a cowl neck, so it just kind of stops here, but this pattern goes a little bit further, so even though it's a cowl neck, you can actually get it over your head. And I thought that was brilliant because sometimes not everybody likes to wear hoodies, and if it could look a little sleeker, a little more polished, and then still have the opportunity to cover your ear without actually making it look like a hoodie, then this one is a win-win for you. Okay, so I really like this, and also the fact that this has a nice rounded hemline is really nice as well. I thought that really cleaned it up, made it more feminine, and made it a more sleek outfit. And the overall like backdrop of her photo really got me excited about it. I just really like the entire look. And now the 26th pattern. The reason that I'm sharing this one is basically because I did download this Jaylee pattern, the Emily sweater, the roll neck, as you can see here. And while putting my blog post together yesterday, I wanted to make sure that all the links were working. And I hadn't downloaded the pattern when I got it last week. So when I tried to use the link, it wasn't working. I kept getting an error. And I felt like I kept getting an error like the day before too. So it's been 2 days I keep getting this error. So I was like, oh, I can't use it because I only have 24 free patterns now. So I'll have to change up my wording or go find one. So then I went out and I found a grasser pattern. So that's why I'm sharing the 26th one. I didn't have to. I know I could have just kept it to myself, but I felt like I just need to let y'all know. Okay guys, so that is pretty much it. That is a 25+1 free cozy sewing patterns for the fall. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. I love researching patterns, fabric, and putting things together and creating good, solid content for you guys to be motivated and look forward to coming back to my channel and seeing what else I have. So I hope that you liked it, and I think that we're gonna wrap it up here, and I will talk to you guys on my next upload. Bye bye.
Push you away and we're done just like that. Something about you is pulling me back.